Sara I grew up in Newmarket. I was raised by my mom and my grandmother. So I've gone to public school and high school in Newmarket. It wasn't until later that I went to other towns to study high school. But I had to drop out near the end because my mom was very sick with brain cancer. She had been living with it for 13 years, but this was when she was really starting to decline. So I had to drop out because I wanted to take care of her. I've always been a huge fan of music. My mother was really interested in music. She was a musician herself. She played a guitar and she sang. She had a beautiful voice. And I inherited her guitar at 18, so I've been playing ever since. Interesting. I think I've always been creative. I was always making little sculptures and stuff as a kid with plasticine. And it was actually grade 10 when my mother said, "Sarah, you need to go into art." And I'd already missed grade 9. So I said, "Mom, I've already missed the grade 9 prerequisite, and I'm pretty sure the class is full this year." So my mom said, no, you're going into art, like you need to do this. So she called the school and they said, "Sorry, Miss Cameron, your daughter can't go into our program. She hasn't taken grade 9 and our class is full." And my mom said, "I don't think you heard me. My daughter will be going into grade 10 art." So anyway, they ended up taking me, and they said if she does well, then we'll accept her. So the first drawing I had was to draw my shoes. It was a sketch and I got 10 out of 10. I couldn't believe that I actually was able to draw. Yeah. So I ended up, falling in love with art that year, and I've been doing it ever since. My mom's biggest dream for me was to go to university. So when it came time to decide what I was going to do for university, I said, you know what, I'm just gonna follow my heart and follow this dream that I have of creating all the time, whether it be writing or art, visually, or any other thing. It's a choice of either following my heart or following something that could be more practical and promises a job at the end of it all. And I decided to follow my heart. I went to the University of Windsor to study a Bachelor of Fine Arts honors degree and a minor in psychology. Applied to the Toronto Art Therapy Institute right after I graduated, and I thought to myself, if I get in, I'll do it and I'll start my dream of becoming an art therapist, and if I don't, I'll move to BC and sell art on the streets. I went to university to study art. It was actually a huge healing tool for myself. I did a lot of my grieving through the art and was able to show it to people and articulate what my experience was with it. In university, I did a lot of installation work because that way I was able to mix mediums. I was able to put sculpture with photography, with performance, with, anything. So I was just in video. So I was really excited about doing that. My professors tried to discourage me from being a painter. They said I wasn't a painter, just drop out of the classes. I remember leaving a lot of my classes crying my eyes out, feeling like a failure. And but I kept saying to myself, you know what, I'm going to continue. I'm going to just continue to paint because I want to learn how to. When Stuart asked me to do the mural, it's actually behind me now, I started to think, wow, maybe I could do this painting outside of school. I did the mural here, it went well, and then I guess Stuart liked it, so he got me to do the balcony, and he liked that, so he got me to do the tabletops. Stuart told me when I was first painting the mural, and he had approved the sketch, but he, got me my paints, and as I was painting, he was thinking in his head, oh my gosh, like what is she painting? There's hot pink, orange, yellow, dripping paint, what's going on? But he said afterwards, he let it happen, he didn't say anything to me, and then afterwards he said, no, I really like this. I think my favorite piece of art that I've created would have to be the mural behind the stage at the Orleans, because I love the fact that it's so interactive. People can perform in front of it, and it changes with each band that's in front of it or solo artist. and it just seems to come alive. All of a sudden it looks like they're on Bourbon Street in some sort of Toonland. I was commissioned to do the tabletops, all of the tabletops in the Orleans restaurant. I really get a charge out of that, which I was completely honored to take part in. Stuart said he just wanted some color in the restaurant, and he wanted people to be able to say, I want to sit at such and such a table, the one where the guy's playing the bass, or whatever the image was on the table. So he wanted something unique. We worked together for each table, deciding what would go on. I would just prime the table and treat it just like a canvas. I would, decide on the image, collect a whole bunch of different images from different resources that had to do with whatever image I was creating, and then I would just free flow. Art therapy is basically an alternative means of communication through the visual. It can help people articulate what they need to say verbally, so it can assist that. It's just a way of expressing. I find that people really feel accomplished through the product that they create. People do art therapy for a number of different reasons. Sometimes people can use art just as a means of relaxing themselves. My specialty is bereavement, so I work with people that have experienced a loss in their life and are seeking meaning through that loss in their lives. I'm currently working on a thesis right now called Assisting Bereaved Persons in Their Pursuit of Establishing Meaning Through Art Therapy. Developed the very first program for the bereaved families of York Region. I've begun implementing that just actually yesterday. I am going to continue my pursuit to become an art therapist for bereaved persons, and I also want to continue my commission art. Since the table painting at Orleans, I've been asked to do other tables for other places. Just recently for the bereaved families of York Region, I painted a table for them to be sold in auction to help fundraise. My next project is to paint a whole bunch of different furniture with different scenes on them. I want to create a collection and then probably set up at the Artisan Festival next year and sell as much as I can. I have a dream to go to BC. I would love to go there. I just feel like I would really fit in. I feel that there's a lot of artistic, open-minded people out there.